What's up, family? It's me, your boy, your urban sports guru. Here I'm coming at y'all live from Times Square. You see the look of you back there getting it. But this is for my NFL picks for week two. Week two, my NFL picks. We're gonna start off with the Chargers against the Bills. Chargers basically got fucked over because of lack of preparation last week, and they were basically still in preseason mode. All the receivers dropping them damn passes and all that, dropping touchdowns at that. But the Chargers will make up because they're playing the worst team in the league. So they get the chance to flex their muscles and run up the score against Buffalo. The Vikings against the Packers. A-Rod or no A-Rod, I'm taking the Vikings in this one. And I'm doing it for this reason. When I look at the Vikings team, then I look at the Packers team. Vikings are better at damn near every fucking position except for quarterback. And in the regular season game, even though it's on the road early in the season, A-Rod's nicked up. They're going against a great defense. Minnesota will control this game with the control the line of scrimmage. I'm taking Minnesota. Texans versus Titans. Y'all know damn well I'm not a fan of Marcus Mariota. His best target, Delaney Walker, is injured. Texans had to start off the week against New England. I thought, I'm saying, they was ready for that action, but they will be ready for Tennessee. Saints hosting the Browns. This is where we're going to really find out what's going on with New Orleans this year. Because there's a lot of expectations. A lot of people have them as their Super Bowl pick. I, for one, I don't have a Super Bowl pick, but I still have them going to the playoffs. If they don't win this game, they're not going to the playoffs. I'm saying it now. I know it's early in the season, shit could change. If they don't win this game, they are not going to the motherfucking playoffs. Mark that shit down. So I'm going to take the Saints because they need this. They really, really need this. But I want to see Tyrod Taylor play well. I want to see Tyrod Taylor play well so he can keep his job, because it looks like with the pressure the fan base is giving him, they're looking for any reason to give it to Baker Mayfield, who I do like as well. But Tyrod Taylor's a damn good quarterback, and I don't think he's being appreciated. Back to Buffalo, I just feel it's an unfortunate situation with them because they fucked up by trading away A.J. McCarron. Because they traded away A.J. McCarron, now you don't have a suitable quarterback to be the bridge to Josh Allen, so Josh Allen can sit back and learn. You got Nathan Peterman, who is not an NFL quarterback. He just completely stinking it up. Now you're throwing Josh Allen out there, and oh my God, he's going to look bad. He is going to look bad. The San Diego defense, particularly that pass rush, they're going to make him look bad. So I just had to put that out there. Dolphins at the Jets. Not a believer in the Dolphins. This is the game where they can show me something, because Sam Darnold or not, the Jets are just better at the line of scrimmage on both sides, on both ends. I think the Jets will be able to run the football, and because they'll be able to run the football, those kind of things are going to give Sam Darnold easy bootlegs, play action, and he's going to have a relatively good game. You know what I'm saying? Can Miami surprise me? Possibly, but I just don't see it. Chiefs at Steelers. I'm going to take the Steelers for this one for the simple fact of they need this. They need it. Not once, not they have to have this win. Them getting a tie against Cleveland is like a loss for a team like them who's trying to win a Super Bowl. I posted about this week. They fucked up by not paying Le'Veon for this very simple reason. Now every week is about Le'Veon instead of being about winning a championship. This is a team that have all the pieces with hopefully an improved defense to win a championship. And all the pieces on offense, definitely. And now every week is about Le'Veon. Every fucking week is going to be about Le'Veon when it should be focused on getting a title. I think if they had Le'Veon, just the morale of the team would be so much better. Now you got everybody talking shit, particularly the offensive line talking shit about Le'Veon, and I just don't think it's cool. It's not a good look. They need this win, and I want to see them because I've said it before. I said it again. If the Pittsburgh Steelers does not at least reach a Super Bowl this year, Mike Tomlin's going to end up paying for it. in this particular year, I have to say it's not his fault. It's not his fault. There's too much chaos going on. They need a win to quiet that shit down. They need a win. The Chiefs are so loaded offensively. And I really, really like that kid Patrick Mahomes. But the problem is their defense is not good. The one thing I will say is also affecting the Steelers. There's no Todd Haley. Not having Todd Haley there, I expected to have some effect. And I noticed it in game 1. Ben Roethlisberger with 3 interceptions. I think he had 5 turnovers there, but 3 interceptions. Yeah. The Steelers need this game. It's a must-win in week 2. Yeah, they need this game. Redskins at the Colts. Now, Andrew Luck played pretty much how I expected him to play. You know what I'm saying? You see how some of us to get off. The Redskins defense is not very good, but they're going to Washington. But I do think Washington will control the ball on offense with Adrian Peterson. This is the kind of team that they'll be able to run off against. I expect Adrian Peterson to have a big game. He had, 90-some yards last week. I expect him to crack 100 and get a touchdown or 2. That's how I feel. The most intriguing game of the week for me is the Eagles at Bucks. Now, what makes this so intriguing is Ryan Fitzpatrick. It makes it very intriguing because when I was first asked about can Ryan Fitzpatrick do it, I said, no, I'm not drinking that Kool-Aid. Fuck out of here. But then when I sat back and think about it, the last time he had these kind of weapons was when he came in relief in New York, when he had a Brandon Marshall still doing this thing, when he had a Eric Decker. He had a great running game. Now, he doesn't per se have the running game, but he's got the targets on the outside and no expectations. And I think it actually would do them a service for him to continue to play well, because then it puts the pressure on Jameis Winston to get his fucking shit together. Because if he stinks it up, when Jameis comes back, you almost have to give it to him. As long as he pretends to act right, you almost have to give it to him. But if Fitzpatrick is doing his thing, you know what I'm saying, that kind of changes things. So, but the Eagles, however, have a pass rush. They have a ferocious pass rush. And let's not forget, Tampa's defense, where they're spending a lot of money, in particular the defensive line, gave up 40 last week. You know, so I expect the Eagles to score a little bit more offensively, and they have a defense that can get to Ryan Fitzpatrick and limit their scoring somewhat. I told you Eagles will ride their defense early in the season, and they'll do it tomorrow. They'll beat the Buccaneers. Cardinals at Rams. Rams are just stocked and loaded. Home opener. I don't even need to say anything else. Rams are the super team. Rams are a super team. They're just loaded. Rams are gonna win. If you're betting, man, take the over, and whatever the spread is, take the Rams. Lions at 49ers. The Lions need to show me they can win a game, because Matt Patricia had that team. They looked like they was in the first week of minicamp. That's what the fuck I saw. And that's what I was expecting, because I know what I saw in fucking preseason. They were just all over the place. Defensively, they don't know their calls. Offensively, they're running the most basic GED shit, where week 1, the teams know their plays and they're calling them out. You know, Kyle Shanahan, I think he's going to draw some shit up. Jimmy Garoppolo's going to look a lot better in this game. I expect him to look a lot better. And I'm putting the onus on Detroit on Matt Patricia, because that's not a team devoid of talent. That is not, particularly on the defensive side of the ball. You have a $100 million quarterback. You have 2 good receivers. Yes, they're not an A1 like when they had with Megatron, but that's not a team devoid of talent. They should not look that bad. And that goes squarely to the coaching, directly to the coaching. They made a coaching change when really they didn't have to. Motherfuckers was getting fired for what? For what? Don't be surprised if the Steelers make that mistake, because I think they're going to end up firing Mike Tomlin, but guess what? I don't think he deserves to be fired. Raiders at Broncos. Raiders at the Broncos. Raiders at Broncos. Well, that game is, we all know I like John Gruden. Now they have the weapons at offense, but they just it seems like a lack of organization, a continuity on offense. But then you have the Broncos. Broncos are playing better football. I don't dislike Case Keenum. I'm just not a huge fan. We all know how great their defense can be. At home, I'm gonna go with Denver. I'm gonna go with Denver on this one. Now, Patriots at the Jaguars. I'm taking the Patriots for this very simple reason. Jaguars had no fucking business winning that game last week. Had no fucking business. No business winning that game. The problem is, my Giants was also another team that was still in preseason mode because guys don't play in preseason. But I'm gonna get to that in a minute. And the fact that they don't have Leonard Fournette at 100%. Now, Patriots don't have a great defense, but shit, I like the matchup of Bill Belichick against Blake Bortles. I like that a lot. A whole lot. A whole lot. I understand people saying weather might be an issue, but guess what? I just don't see Jacksonville scoring enough points. Patriots are going to score some points. Jalen Ramsey, you've been talking a lot of shit, and I respect you for it, but guess what? You got torched last week. You got fucking torched. Odell was giving you the fucking business, and it wasn't for, you know what I'm saying, the lack of continuity in Giants offense. You would have got smoked having double coverage on the post route that Eli overthrew. You know what I'm saying? So, if you want to talk shit, you got to back that shit up, man. And now you're talking about the best tight end, the most uncoverable guy in the NFL, Rob Gronkowski. Yeah, Patriots ain't gonna talk shit. They're just gonna fuck you up on the field. That's the last team you want to give bulletin board material to. Seahawks at the Bears. The schedule makers did not do the Seahawks any fucking favors. No, they did not do them any fucking favors in this game because they have offensive line issues. First week they play Von Miller. Second week they play Khalil Mack. Moving forward, I just like the Bears defense very, very much, and the fact that Seattle offensively has such a hard time protecting Russell Wilson, and they're basically asking him continuously turn water into wine. Yeah, I know I don't like Mitchell Trubisky. I really don't, but I expect that defense to make some plays, much like they did in the first half against Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers was able to overcome it because he's Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers is in a whole different class. Let's not put that on Russell Wilson saying he got to do the same. I'm taking Chicago. Now, Panthers at the Falcons. I'm going to take the Falcons for this one very simple reason. Much like what I said about the Steelers, they're in must-win in week 2. They're in week 2 because I told you the NFC is so stacked. It is going to be a team that goes 10-6 and not make the playoffs. Before the season, I said that would be Carolina. That's what I said before the season. But guess what? Falcons lose this game, it's going to end up being them. It's going to be between the Falcons need this game. Need this game. In that division with them and New Orleans, they need this game. And what I think about is the game, I believe it was last year, that Julio went off for damn near 300. Fantasy owners, pick Julio. I'm taking the Falcons. They need this game, and their defense is so much better than people will give them credit for. I'm taking the Falcons. And last but not least, Cowboys versus Giants. How many times do I got to say they need to cut Eric Flowers? I will continue to say it till the cows come home, until they finally do it. He is the one problem that I have with this game because of the fact of, you're going against DeMarcus Lawrence. I had spoken about this months ago. Now we gotta go against him. However, Landon Collins basically called out Dak, and he said it 100% accurately. And guess what? Y'all got to do it. And last week, in the first half, y'all was basically making Blake Bortles look like a star. Yardage-wise, he wasn't putting up numbers, but he kept moving the chains, getting one fucking basic bootleg after the next. Getting these first downs. And what did I say? I told you I was concerned about the read option. What happened? He fucking smoked the Giants for a fucking 41-yard run. That can end up doing the same thing. Mark my words. Pay attention to the read option. Now, the Dallas offensive line is not what it's been in year past, but they're still very good. But the fact that Travis Frederick is not going to be playing, this means you, Damian Snacks Harrison, this is your show. It's one thing you being an all-pro going up against another all-pro. It could be a washout. You're not going up against an all-pro coming this Sunday. That means Snacks, it's on you. Control that line of scrimmage. Snacks does his job. The Giants blow this game over. Because with the Cowboys, they're not going to be able to score because they don't have a great passing game. So what happens, like last week, all you got to do is get a lead on Dallas. That took Zeke out the game. Even though the game was within reach, that took Zeke out of the game. Giants get up a lead, which they're more than capable of doing if they can give Eli protection and stop acting like they're still in the preseason. You know, Saquon get a little better running between the tackles, but I expect the Giants to win this game by 2 touchdowns. That's not me being a homer. That's me just being objective. It's all about, you know what I'm saying, they can get, even if Zeke is running well, if they could protect Eli, they'll win this by 2 touchdowns. That's my pick. Let me know if you disagree. It's your boy, Sports Guru. Salute.